teach other people, and then people's willingness to be part of this experience, learned the dance and did it. And here, 70,000 people totally united in a single purpose to do this dance to the Black Eyed Peas. And I realized, wait a second. Not just Oprah can do this, and it doesn't always have to be spontaneous dancing in the middle of a Chicago street. We can create these flashpoints of service, of contribution. We can mobilize, 800 people to 70,000. I don't know what the ratio is of dancers to non-dancers, but that's a pretty big ripple for one dancer to make.
Well, another cool point that they made as well is, going back to the point of, we're not all Oprahs and how do we give in an Oprah way. They mentioned that only 20 of those people are actually professional dancers. Out of the 70,000, 20 people actually had what we would call the resources to be able to dance awesomely like that. But they spread that joy and the love for dance through tens of thousands. So that was cool to me, too.
I think it's amazing. I think it is amazing that people are willing to step up and create those kind of experiences. And yet people are not willing to see the connection between how easy it is to enroll people in your vision, your goal of creating X, Y, or Z. Maybe it's dinners for the less fortunate or those who are deserving, or maybe it's clothes, or maybe it's shoes for children, or maybe it's school supplies, or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be 70,000 people dancing in the street. I'm amazed that people did not quite catch on to the fact that, oh my gosh, I can do this in my life. I can enroll and inspire people in my life to do flashpoint service or be a contribution in a unique way. And I loved this Oprah experience for that reason. It was the same reason I love that Horton Hears a Who movie. Because in the end, when all's said and done, here is this little town of people who for their lives have to own their voice and speak up. And even though they're all doing it, it takes one little tiny voice that up until this moment had withheld to make the difference, to speak it. And I remember watching that, and it's a kid's movie, but I was like full on crying. I mean, not because it was Jesse McCartney's voice, but because that was a beautiful message for children to learn, the value of a single voice. And you've got Michael Jackson who sings Man in the Mirror, and you've got Oprah out there and 70,000 people dancing to the same song. How many examples do we need of the value and the contribution that one person can make?
Yeah.
I mean, if my experience is that the only way I can be a contribution is to mobilize 70,000 people to dance in the street, I'm going to live a miserable life.
Right.
Because if it's my experience that the only way to be a contribution is on a massive scale, well, here's to be honest, one dancer taught the dance to the people around them. And if that one dancer hadn't taught those people, there'd have been a hole in that presentation. And what if this world is all united in one single flashpoint of service to each other? And then if I, as the dancer on this life, choose not to teach others around me and inspire others around me to do the dance of service, there's going to be a hole in this point of the universe and the world where, oh, well, what a beautiful presentation, marred by the fact that there's no one dancing in that spot. I love the idea of this, that we can be the part of that dance where we are. I don't have to worry about being the guy up on stage orchestrating all this. I just have to be the dancer in my spot.
Or even the guy dancing over there.
No, that guy's dancing over there and he's handling that spot. I just have to dance where I am and do the dance of service.
That's cool. I mean, just you saying that, I just have to dance where I am.
That's it. Show up and step up and dance where you are. Because ultimately, who's going to? If you're not dancing where you are, no one's going to come and dance there because you're there. And everyone is dancing in their own space. And ultimately, it is a beautiful dance that we do as humanity. The dance of service, the dance of contribution, the dance of reaching out. And sure, Oprah, she's dancing in her space.
Yeah,
and she's dancing wide. Okay, she's full on Jack McFarlane dancing wide. Okay, and we'll dance wide where we are. So I love that this week Oprah showed up for me and gave me an opportunity to take a look at how I hold myself, how I serve, how I'm willing to look outside myself and create opportunities of surprising people with service who are not expecting it. And you know what? I'll be honest. Enough with the serving only those who we judge to be less deserving or less fortunate.
Right.
How about we just serve everybody?
Yep.
You know what? How about you just buy lunch for that guy who's standing over there in a business suit waiting for the bus? You don't have to withhold your contribution to him because you want to go find a homeless guy sitting in his own urine. You know what? You serve in the place that you're at. If you feel so inclined to step up and give that guy a shiny smiley face sticker and just wish him a great day, then you do that. You don't have to go find someone who's frowning and give them a smiley sticker. So I love that Oprah, in her magical way, stepped up and inspired me to look at how I serve and how I give. So I love that. And that is really what I wanted to talk about this week. What do you make of all that?
That sounds awesome. I'm going to challenge everyone who's listening today to tell us throughout this week how you have danced where you are, and hit us up on Facebook, Jason Beckett or Melissa Barlow, and tell us the results you create.
Exactly. I would love to hear what happens when we just step up and choose to dance in the space that we're in. So for me, I want to be in the dance of life. I do not want to be a spectator. Because I'll be honest, the view from the space of the guy not dancing, probably pretty lame.
Yeah.
Because there's probably half-assed dancing around them. Whereas that chick who started in the front row, who was just full-on going for it, Chanel Smith style, that really set the space and the energy of it. And what if we just went full bore service dancing in this life?
Well, yeah, can you even imagine had she not taken it on that way, if she had kind of done it half-assed and kind of like, just moving her arms a little bit, everyone, that would have been, her ripple would have rippled out through all of those people. I can guarantee that.
And those next 60 would have just been like, and it probably would not have had the energy to move through 70,000 people.
Right.
So when we step up and do the dance of life, give it everything we've got. 100% all the way. Because what are we reserving it for? So we can take it with us when we die? I'm pretty sure that doesn't transfer. Doesn't transfer bank accounts. So that's what I want to see, and I appreciate you giving that challenge. So I will second Melissa's challenge. This week, share with us your experiences of being the dancers in your life, inspiring the dance of service by giving back in your own Oprah moment, whatever that looks like. And do not judge it as big or small. It is service, and it is valuable. So that's our show. That is what we are going to talk. We're going to leave it at that. We're not going to belabor this point. We're going to leave it, and we're going to wait to see what ripple these listeners, these powerful, amazing listeners of Talk is Cheap, can actually create in their community.
Bring it on.
So let's see it happen. Melissa, you're awesome.
Thank you.
I love having you here every week.
I'm glad to be here.
Okay, we'll see you next week.
Okay, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Talk is Cheap is a 16 Stone Media production. This show is hosted by Jason Beckett and co-host Melissa Barlow. All rights reserved. Copyright 2009.